Let me tell you where it all stemmed from. I saw these nails on TikTok and I was like, yo, these nails are good. Them look good. Even though they're not practical, they looked good, okay? And I wanted to try them. And I continuously seeing them on my feed and I looked on Pinterest and I looked on YouTube and how to do them. I got more information on TikTok than I did on YouTube, to be honest with you. So yeah. So I could tell you how to do it. So the first order of business is to have your forms or any surfaces that would allow you to pick up your product off, because we don't want it to be sticking to the surface. So the next thing you want to do is actually this class is your choice of product. It can be either acrylic, polygel, or gel. I'm working with acrylic today, as you guys can see. I just said all of that, and it's only 2 items we need, basically. I can't with myself. But anyways, we're going to get our very first bead. This bead should be between moist and dry. You want to be able to manipulate the product. I mean, this video is self-explanatory. It really doesn't need me explaining, but sometimes it's of a talk for a few people, and I'm here for that. So as I said, we want a very manipulative bead, because we want to be able to control what is going on the form, and you want to add some curve appeal to the nail. The downfall of me right here is that I was creating each individual claw, but they weren't looking out the same. I would encourage, and what I saw is that people drawing on the form itself and just following inside of the drawing to create the same evenness for each of the claws, because this was fun enough, but it was also tedious. At the end of this video, you can obviously see the different shape. It's not off, but it's obviously clear that all of them are not uniform together. So I definitely encourage you guys doing an outline and just working with that outline. If you're very, they will call it anal about your work, yeah. This was my first time. I didn't think it was deep. I don't think it's something that I need to master or anything, but yeah. We'll give it a quick minute to dry, and then we're going to go ahead and file them up. I mean, this part is optional. As I said before in previous clips, is that, or previous version, is that you can create an outline, so all of them are very uniform, so you can avoid this part totally. Also, I wanted to rough the base part that I'll be applying to my nails, because I'll be gluing them onto my nails. So I'm treating this gloss like a regular tip, because I saw where persons were using it's either gel to adhere the nail to my nail, and I also saw polygel, a few things that they can use, obviously can use to do it, but I trust my trusty glue, and I'll be going in with my glue to stick these nails on, and it worked very, very well. So that's what I was sticking with. You can use anything. You have various options. So if you have your builder gel, you have your regular gel to adhere it, you have your glue. You also can go ahead and just use anything that you have that will adhere the nails. You also can go ahead and use acrylic to stick the claw onto the nail. Oh, I was hype over these nails. I know they're not nothing, but they're very cool. So yeah. Most tedious parts or step of doing these nails is applying the product to get the thickness of my claws. So when I was watching a few videos on TikTok, I realized that they put it in like sections on the nail, which I originally started out with, and I think that was much more easier. But because I'm impatient and I wanted these nails to be done because they were already looking good to me, I wanted them to be done. So I went in with quite large beads to to hurry up the process of me creating these nails. So I would encourage you doing it step by step if you want the nails to be very symmetric. I mean, you still can obtain that by doing a very large bead on the nail. I mean, it all depends on your level of controlling acrylic. I don't want to get too technical when it comes down to these things. It's just for fun. So I encourage you guys going in steps and building accordingly. What I definitely can encourage is that, or tell you, or advise you, is that you need to work with small beads into the cuticle zone, because you can, you know how that goes when acrylic runs into your cuticle. It's not fun, especially when it comes on to filing. So yeah, so I actually started though with the beads in section, but afterwards I said no, and I started doing some large beads. The process ends very quickly, so I won't be talking heavily throughout this part because it's not necessary. So see you in another clip. these are the nails. You see how many of them lean? Some of them just very creative. What I even do? I was so excited at this point. I couldn't believe that I had claws. I had actual claws. So it's let us go ahead and just shape up these bad boys. File these nails. What I thought initially is that when you came on to filing, it's going to be on pad, but you don't need to apply the same knowledge as though you apply with a regular nail. Just file to the nail shape and you'll be Gucci. The problem that you will have maybe with the curve underneath, which you may use your e-file, which can go under, it's much more smaller. You can manipulate it. If you don't have that, then I don't know. You can try to manipulate your file to go under the curve, but yeah. I actually didn't want to file these nails. I wanted to leave the texture in them because they're giving. But at the end of the day, I thought that, I was going to polish these nails and apply texture anyway. So I decided let me just smooth out these nails as best as I possibly can. But at the same time, I was leaving like a texture in the nails. These nails are very interesting. I like them. That's what I like about them. They're just different. Yeah, I like them. They're very interesting. So the color choice is black. I'll be doing 2 coats. I'm run out of black. I literally was, digging for black at this point. Oh, you see that? My nails pop right off. What a shame. There's like a glue it back on, so don't worry. I'm just gonna finish up these nails by adding black to it. I'll do 2 coatings of it and then I'll go in with my texture. I can't quite remember what this is called. It's the bubbles. It's bubble nails, which I give you a little texture to it. That's what initially I was going for when I decided not to file, but I thought of it and I decided to do that. And the results were resulting. I like every bit of this. It was quite fun, tedious, everything that I like. It allowed me to be patient because I'm gonna tell you something. When it come on to me, I'm very impatient. So yeah, so it did take a little time, but yeah, I liked it. I like the results of it. I hope it has been a little while. I think I did this back in September. Now it's almost the ending of October. Shame on me. So I'll go ahead and apply 2 coatings of this. Each coating gets 60 seconds. Ensure that you completely cure this because you know what gel polish does. If you don't cure properly, it starts bubbling and starts stripping. You don't want that. So cure effectively. This part is just like my added touch to it, how I wanted the nails to be. So if you're interested in knowing how to do the bubble nail texture nails, definitely I will just do a quick short at that for you guys to learn, because it's really not that simple. There's a few videos here on TikTok, YouTube that actually teaches how to do it, and also on TikTok, so definitely jump on it. But I will make a little video. So yeah. So the last touch is to go ahead and add some cuticle oils around my cuticles and to add it to my hands to become them dry bad. So yeah. So if you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Subscribe, tap the bell. Also follow me on all my socials. That's Instagram and TikTok at Bare Beauty Services. I enjoyed today's video to the max. Yeah, I did. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys think about it if you wish. And I'll see you guys in the next video.